Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, March 23. On this date in 1997, the World Wrestling Federation held its WrestleMania 13 pay-per-view. In the main event, The Undertaker defeated Psycho Sid to win the World Wrestling Federation Championship. On this date in 1998, WCW Monday Nitro aired live from Louisville, Kentucky. In the main event, Randy Savage fought Roddy Piper to a no contest. On this date in 2009, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Kansas City, Missouri. In the main event, Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase fought Triple H to a no contest in a handicap tag team match. This has been Today in Wrestling History, March 23.
This is Jim the Anvil Neidhart with the Hart Foundation, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Derry on 1490 WBCB, baby. Yeah!
Leave it.
Let me spell it out.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB. Let me spell out, I might need a new producer after this. Mike, you're fired. No.
Oh, son of a...
Yeah, we had technical issues. Maybe the technical issues are Samsel related as opposed to...
seem to be a common theme here.
Yeah, they seem to happen with you around. You're like Bad Luck Schleprock from the old... Pebbles and Bam Bam gang.
I'm the mush.
I'm dating myself with that a little bit.
I'm the mush from Bronx Tale.
There you go, the mush from Bronx Tale. All right, we've got some news and notes here. Chris Masters, this was interesting. I don't know if you heard about this. He saved his mother's life when a neighbor set their house on fire. Yeah, former WWE star Chris Masters saving his mother from a crazed neighbor Tuesday, according to TMZ. Of course, this is a TMZ story. Masters was called to his mother's home by his uncle after a neighbor barricaded himself inside the mother's home. And then Masters called the police after trying to negotiate with the man. So the man did what any typical person would do. He set the house on fire. Masters uprooted a tree with his hands. Let me repeat that because that bears repeating. Masters uprooted a tree with his hands and smashed it through a window, allowing him to rescue his mother and the police to arrest the neighbor.
Yeah.
Third time. Uprooted a tree with his hands. No wonder Kevin Dunn loved him so much in his muscle. Yeah, I'm in awe at that statement. I can't. Every time I see it, I'm just like, he did what? Also, a correction from last week, the Uso story. An attorney for WWE star Jimmy Uso, Jonathan Fatu, issuing a statement Wednesday correcting the previously reported story of Fatu getting a second DUI last week. According to Keith Gone of Preto & Gone, yeah, that's definitely a law firm, Fatu was not charged with the DUI a second time, but was erroneously charged with driving on a suspended license and probation violation. The probation was for the previous DUI, where Fatu pleaded no contest. Gone stated, quote, "We are extremely confident that once we get on the court's docket, Mr. Fatu's probation will be terminated and the citation for driving on a suspended license will be dismissed."
Kind of seems like one of those guys, no matter what it is, trouble just seems to find.
You can relate, I'm sure.
Shots fired.
Yes, they are. Also, TNA issuing new rules on the X Division. I'm sure you caught that this past week, and just in case you didn't, I've got them here. New rules on the X Division. Here they are according to TNA's Twitter feed. There's a 230-pound weight limit. I'm not going for the cheap joke, not doing it. Every match is a triple threat match. That, I think, is interesting. Every match is a three-way match. The winner of the X Division title matches would be the champion. The person involved in the fall is eliminated from the next title match. So if you get pinned, if you're the one who submits, you're obviously out of the next title match. The person not involved with the fall is in that next title match with the champion and whoever that new third person is. And then the person who does lose that fall, they're basically in like the, I guess, number one contender type match where they would face off against two other X Division stars to get back into that that main match slot. It's creative, it's different, it's innovative. I'm not ready to poo on it yet.
It's different.
I'm okay with it.
It's very different.
Let me at least give it a look first, Not ready to go Statler and Waldorf here on it. Also, former WWE star Scott Hall, his goal of raising $80,000 to help with medical costs for hip replacement surgery. We talked about it. Last week. Well, that was reached this past Sunday. The goal was reached with 3 weeks remaining in the fundraising campaign, and additional contributions are still welcome. So that's good to see. So he's going to have the hip replacement surgery, hopefully get himself back into better straits, to say the least. John chiming in on Facebook, 230 pounds, and he says XL division as opposed to X division. Only John. He brings all kinds of interesting Facebook feedback tidbits, to say the least. All right, we got a couple minutes here. We'll get to a little bit more news they'll throw out there, but first, let's go ahead and bring up Ed, who's been hanging on patiently, dealing with the technical glitches. Ed, what's going on?
Good afternoon. We got a show tonight in Kensington at the Visitation Center, Slam Championship Wrestling, for 7:30 p.m. bell time.
All righty.
And plus, we got Extreme Rising coming to the Armory April 4th.
All right, that's not too terribly far away.
And up in your neck of the woods, RPW on Oxford Valley Road at the YMCA next Friday. Well, this Friday, I mean.
It's coming Friday the 29th. Yeah, that's not too far from us. Actually, it's right down the road from us here.
And WrestleMania weekend is coming up. I'll have more on that next week.
Absolutely. They don't call him Ed the Showstopper for nothing. Thanks so much for the call, Ed. Appreciate it, as always. And actually, speaking of something local here, we talked with Dino last week, the president of the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance, and he gave me some tickets to give away, and I've been scratching my brain thinking, all right, what's the best way to do it? All right, right here over the air as well as on the Facebook page, I'm going to give you the secret word. I'll be at the show before the show starts. Look for me in my BCB swag. Give me the secret word. I'm like the old Groucho Marx. Say the secret word, and not necessarily $100, but a pair of tickets to get into the event. So, yeah, listen. Well, I'll give you the secret word now. Check the Facebook fan page. I'll get that going as well. And that secret word, I don't know. How about suplex? There we go. The secret word, suplex. I'll put that up on the Facebook fan page. And yeah, if you come on out to the show, it's at Swain and Mifflin Streets in Bristol, PA. Not too far from us here. It's a great charity event to help raise money for the Goodwill Hose Company over in Bristol, right over in Mike Samsel's stomping grounds. Doors open at 6:30 tonight. Bell time is 7:30. It's for the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance. Come see me at the show. Give me the secret word, suplex, and I got a free pair of tickets. But even if you don't get to me in time, if a few people beat you to it, tickets aren't that expensive. $10 general admission, $12 for ringside.
Nice.
Try to get ringside at, I don't know, Raw this Monday, for example. It's needless to say, it's not 12.
You can add a couple zeros to the 12, maybe.
Well, WrestleMania, you can add a couple. Actually, if you go on StubHub, you could probably add 3 zeros to it, but that's a whole nother story. All right, Mike Samsel, thanks for coming in and making both the interview and this show an apparent train wreck. I don't know. No, it's always good to have you on here. It's always kind of a fresh take.
It's a lot of fun,
as opposed to educating young Starship Matt on pretty much anything and all things wrestling. He likes the nickname, apparently. All right.
Well done.
That's the first time you've heard that, I think. All right. Stay tuned. We've got the night driver doing some day work. Nick Cataldi coming in, filling in for Starship Matt, bringing you some country music this afternoon. And I'll be back next week with a review of Raw from being there live. And I think I may have another special guest here in studio as well. But we'll hash that out as the week goes on. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Nick Cataldi next here on WBCB.
In the name of all that is good and decent, no more for today!
1490 WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton.